Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. We have another show of straight hot topics, everything everyone's talking about. So I hope you enjoy. I want to remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our official website, thestephenknightshow.com. If you'd rather watch us, go to our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think. All right, well, it is early voting in a lot of the states, so make sure you get out and vote. I would say it doesn't matter who you vote for, but it really does, especially in Georgia. But make sure you vote, and you can do it now. So check your see what your area is doing if you can vote. If I knew it started today, I would have voted today, but I didn't know that till this evening. But anyway, all right. Well, our question of the day is: what is the most toxic trait about your zodiac sign? I'll start with you, Lania. First of all, what's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Oh, okay. My sister is too.
I hold the grudge. I hold the grudge. I am the grudge holder.
You can hold a grudge?
I don't forget nothing. It'd be 1985 Tuesday at 4 p.m. I hold the grudge. I'm gonna bring it back out. I'm gonna go to that filing cabinet. Remember when? She can't know. Remember when? I hold the grudge.
Let me amend the pettiness.
And I'm petty. Well, I mean, that's the same thing. Petty and grudge, same thing.
What about you, Chike? First of all, what's your sign and what's your toxic trait?
I am Taurian and stubbornness. Although, as I mature, I grow out of that. It used to be a lot worse when I was younger, a lot worse. But as you mature and you realize some things, you tend to mellow out.
Yeah.
Can I add shady?
I own it.
What about you, Naya?
I'm a Capricorn, and I think I can be. Well, I used to be mean. I could be mean. Yeah, I could be really mean. Yeah, I can be mean.
I can see that.
I cannot see Naya being mean.
Like Care Bears and Kumbaya, and stuff. I can't even see it.
Yeah, like in a cold way, in a very cold, distant way. Yeah.
I can see Nair being very standoffish.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you this about Nair, though. When he joined the show and he was helping with some behind the scenes things, he was very direct with me. I was like, I didn't know this on Nair. He was about his business. I will say that. Well, me, I'm a Pisces, and I don't know if it's a toxic trait, but we're always in the clouds. Like everything's gonna work out perfectly. Everything just, what I mean? We're dreamers, and I'm definitely that. And it bit me in the butt a couple times. But tweet us at home and let us know what is your most toxic trait about your zodiac sign. Actually, I'm gonna read some of the ones from Facebook because it was some funny things that they said. Someone said we're perfect. They're a Gemini. Someone said they're Pisces. They're too sensitive. Whatever. Someone said overthinker, Gemini. Stubborn. I don't know what the sign was. Someone said they're a Cancer. I don't know your sign. Someone said Taurus, gives too much to others. Someone said they're stubborn, but I don't know their sign. Someone Aries said they have attitude. Sagittarius said nonchalant about everything. A Leo, so pretty much nothing wrong with us.
Wow.
This girl, she didn't put her sign, but I know her sign. She's a Leo. She said everyone thinks we want to be the center of attention when really we're just social. And but there are a lot of other ones. Someone said expecting others to be on my level or shut up talking to me. Capricorn, triple Capricorn, actually. Someone said they're Sagittarius / Capricorn. They said putting people on pedestals before they prove themselves, or if you really mess over me, I give multiple chances. Don't even try to rekindle the friendship, or at least not right away. It will take a lot for me to trust the person again. This guy, he said that I guess he's a Sagittarius, or Capricorn. He said logic over emotion, so you got to be useful. Someone said Aquarius, my way or the highway. And one girl, she put Libra, very balanced. But her Libra women are mean. All right, well, tweet us and let us know what is your toxic trait. All right, Candice Owens. So if you come for her, you better be prepared for a response. A controversial Republican clapped back at a commenter on Twitter who said that she should be sued following George Floyd's family speaking out against comments that her and Kanye made. Now, this comes after Kanye's offensive comments about George's death during his recent appearance on Drink Champs. Candice reposted Rolling Stone's article sharing the news, writing, George Floyd's
Candice is a trip, man. Candice is a trip. Yeah, Candice is a trip, right?
Stephen froze.
But we're not live.
Stop.
There he goes.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so
Stephen, you froze.
I know, I heard you. All right, so George Floyd's family, she said he didn't even stop by the house to collect his belongings. They left his car and personal items abandoned in his house. Now they're mad. My documentary tells the truth about the fatal levels of fentanyl discovered in his autopsy. She then clapped back on a commenter who said she should be sued. If you recall, during the episode of Drink Champs, Kanye falsely said George's death was caused by a deadly drug, fentanyl, backing the claim, citing Candice's documentary he saw last week. The rapper said, I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candice Owens put on, and he told hosts Noriega and DJ EFN, whatever, one of the things that his two roommates said that they want a tall guy like me. And the day that he died, he said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even really on his neck like that. Now, Lee Merritt, Floyd's family's attorney, says the family feels betrayed by Kanye West's claims. They said, I anticipate by the end of the week, we'll at least have an idea of what claims are viable and what parties might be involved. At that time, the decision will be made whether or not to pursue trial litigation. Nair, I'll start with you. So Candice has this new documentary about George Floyd, and she's stating the reason why he died was fentanyl levels, the levels of fentanyl in his body. Kanye's backing her up on that. What's going on?
Oh, man. Shit, man. Oh, cursed on the air.
You can curse on
what's going on? Stephen, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Trying to be objective, as we just discovered, rediscovered, I'm a Capricorn, so I try to think logically. I always try to think logically, but it's difficult sometimes. So again, I have to try to figure out where they're coming from with that. The sources, so where this is coming from, the individual Candice, Kanye, I'm not really sure of their motives of why they want to, what are they trying to unravel or uncover here? A man died. And I think I align with Sean King in the idea where I read something where he said, it doesn't matter, who George Floyd was as a person, how good or how bad he may have been, his trials, his challenges. None of us are perfect, which we all know that. It doesn't even need to be said. A man died, and a man died in a very casual fashion, in police restraint. That's a fact.
And publicly. For the
and
world.
publicly.
Yeah.
If he was on fentanyl, all those other things, he would not have died on those things, perhaps, outside of police restraint. A man died in police restraint. That's very clear and very true. Those other things may be a part of the equation. But people take fentanyl every day, and they not, some of them are dying, not all of them are dying, So, but you add elements into that, such as, keeping someone restricted in their breathing or other things, they're gonna die. I don't know, man. That's a big one for me. I'm still unpacking that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Chika, what are your thoughts on all this?
So JFK was screwing Marilyn Monroe. Does that make him a bad president?
Right.
So I've been paying attention to a pattern with Mr. Kanye. It seems like every time he gets on some type of soapbox, we get a new project from him. So pay attention. Candice Owens is trying to push her documentary. When did she become a filmmaker?
Right.
And it's also election season too. So she has, not that she's a politician or anything, but her big buzz normally comes around voting time and with the Republican Party, and she's looking for a spotlight. Kanye's always looking for a spotlight, but I do believe that he probably will drop some new music in the next 2 months. So be aware. I just don't think they're just talking to be talking. They're talking for attention and a spotlight and a soapbox and a mic.
Yeah. I read somewhere on social media, someone said they feel like Candice is taking advantage of Kanye, his mental health, and she's using it to her advantage. What are your thoughts?
Each other.
I just feel like piggybacking just off of something Shike said. Bill Clinton got his Johnson sucked.
Yep.
President Obama said he tried weed and some other form of hard drugs when he was in college. Just trying to figure out what that means. I know I done some stuff, but that don't make me a bad person. You know how I feel about it.
You don't deserve to die. You don't deserve to die that way, no matter what you do. Right.
Oh no, I'm talking about Candice and Kanye, how I feel about them. I don't care for either of them. And it's interesting because she did a whole red carpet in regards to this documentary. And Kanye was there, Ray J was there. I would love to know who else was in that room. I would love to know who else was there. And it's supposed to be the truth. No, honey, that's your narrative that you've shaped.
Right.
That you feel is a truth because you don't know any of those people personally.
Right.
It's nothing to do with you. The same way that we had, like they got all this Jeffrey Dahmer stuff going on, is something different in each and every one. You getting something different in each and everything that they got going on about Jeffrey Dahmer right now from different people. Different people that wasn't even a part of it, but they're giving their perspective on what they think, but they don't really know. It is election season. I had signed up for mail-in voting a long time ago, so I actually just mailed back my ballot today. I wish I was in Georgia, because I would be on there. I would be out there with. I wholeheartedly wish to God Stacey Abrams would win. But I really don't understand. It's not for me to understand. All I know is I refuse to watch that episode and I love Drink Champs.
Yeah.
I refuse. I don't even want to hear that dude voice. I don't even want to hear her voice. They both got punchable faces, if you ask me. Can I rewind real quick? When she was in high school, she got picked on real bad by some white people.
Her brothers and sisters.
Yes, she got picked on. And it was the NCAA who came to her defense and her aid. It was the Black people who rallied around her. And she got paid. But it was those same people that you fighting for right now that was threatening your life. Wanted you dead. Wanted you out of here. Boom. But look at you capitalizing off of our backs.
Right.
Can we get a hashtag started about toxic Black people? It's like, gay boy, this Candy girl, the Herschel Walker man.
Oh Jesus!
I don't even know his name. That other politician, the one that was running for office, and I call him Coon.
Cameron.
There it is.
Oh, Daniel Cameron. Daniel Cameron.
Toxic Black people.
Yeah.
Right there. And that Herschel Walker debate,
Did you watch that?
Stephen, I know that people sitting back enjoy.
I'm a cop.
Right.
I can't wait for Saturday Night Live to turn that into a skit.
Yep.
I can't wait because I know it got to be coming. It got to be coming Saturday Night Live, please.
You know, when I was watching the debate, you know, I will say this, and I've heard people say it. He did do better than I thought he would. Herschel Walker did. You can tell they prepped him really well, but he comes from that same book of loud and attack like Trump. That's what he does. Well, Warnock was trying to keep the peace, I guess, being the pastor, but he did get him on that. I've never tried to pretend I was a cop.
And he really did, because he did try to pretend he was a cop. And didn't he pull out a gun on cops or something like that? Yeah. You had multiple baby mamas, and you had a baby mama who had an abortion. And now, do I get to keep going? Because you're doing everything. You done broke all the stuff.
You know, now, remember he said
the speech therapist.
Yeah. Well, he probably got even though they normally don't diagnose CTE until someone is deceased, he's walking with CTE.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, the woman came out that he paid to have the abortion. I saw the interviewer ask him, "Is this your signature on the check?" And he said, "It doesn't matter if my signature. That's my check, but that's not what I gave her the money for."
I'm gonna tell you what. That fool said he ain't know her, but she already got a kid by him. Yes. So how do they know her? Y'all already got kids together.
Right.
See, together.
Uh-huh.
And you don't know her?
Nope.
And now your little son, now he going crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that son that's,
yeah.
That one. Because he's go extra with his mouth.
Yeah. He's a Candice Owns too, that guy. All right, well, speaking of Kanye, so he goes by Ye, excuse me. He agreed to purchase a controversial conservative-oriented social media app, Parler. The network announced today, according to NBC News. Parler sells itself as an alternative to other apps like Facebook and Twitter, with an emphasis on free speech and uncancelable space. Last year, it was taken offline for its connection to the January 6th attacks on the U.S. Capitol. The social media platform is helmed by George Farmer, the husband of fellow outspoken Black conservative Candice Owns. The news comes just a few weeks after the rapper was locked out of Twitter account and restricted on Instagram following widespread backlash over anti-Semitic posts. The parent company of Parler, Parliament Technologies, announced it has entered into an agreement in principle to sell Parler to Kanye, who has been taking a bold stance against his recent censorship from big tech. They say, in a world where conservative opinions are considered to be controversial, we have to make sure that we have the rights to freely express ourselves. Actually, that's what Kanye said in the statement. Now, last year, Google, Apple, and Amazon suspended the social network, again, because its connection to the January 6th attacks. Now, both parties will enter into a definite purchase agreement, with the deal expected to close by the end of this year, with ongoing technical support from Parliament and infrastructure, according to the terms of the initial agreement. The terms of the proposal transaction would include ongoing technical support, such blah, 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 blah. So this is what they said about Kanye. Kanye is making groundbreaking moves into the freely speech media space and will never have the fear of being removed from social media again. He proves that he is one step ahead of the legacy media narrative, and will be honored, and they'll be honored to help him achieve his goals. So we talked about the interview. The interview he did, he also spoke out against Diddy and some other people, in that recent interview he did with that show. I'm trying to see what is his goal, because now, I remember he supported Trump. He still speaks very highly of Trump in the last election, and now he's buying a conservative social media platform where they utilized, they communicated on there to plan the January 6th attacks and things like that, and the right wing social media platform. Linnea, why would he be interested in this?
Because he's stupid. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing else, Stephen. Like I really don't. At this particular juncture.
Yeah.
I don't know what his angle is. I don't even care what his angle is. Wherever he gonna go, go over there.
Yeah.
Because it's. I know that he mentioned something about calling Diddy and Meek Mill, like saying that he was working for the feds. It like he said a lot of things, because you know my boyfriend was really he's trying to make me listen to the snippets. Yeah, y'all know y'all gonna be talking about on the show. I don't care. I don't care. Like it's I hate to even say that it's frustrating, but the only thing that I can think of is J. Cole's song "False Prophets." Period. I'm done.
Yep. Nair, why is he buying? I mean, we don't know it inside his head, but what do you think? What he's buying this social media platform
for what he's doing? Obviously, to do some releases and to have good to get good data on these type of people who are on social media platforms. No matter what their political affiliations are, it's still data. So it's probably a decision for him socio-politically, but really more on the back end of numbers and business, somehow, some way to use this as an extension of his branding and business and business model. That's how I see it. So I gotta pose the question to y'all real quick. I mean, the man is a multi-billionaire. Like, he has more money than Jay-Z. Like, what do we make of that though? Because he's not a dumb broke man. You know what I mean? Like, he's a really, really wealthy Black man that's doing all this stuff that we have questions about. What do we make of this? Is it something that we just don't see? Are we missing something?
I don't know what the deal is, because it's like, because he's targeting this demographic of people who probably don't buy his music. Probably don't even listen to his music like that. Their kids probably do. I don't understand the angle. Like, there's so many people. It's like he's intentionally trying to be controversial, because like with this George Floyd thing, the whole world stopped when that happened. We had protests and we had riots all over the world, and now you're gonna come out telling us he died of fentanyl. I mean, I just don't get the where he's going with this.
So okay, go ahead, Chike.
No, I was waiting. I was waiting.
So you kind of danced around it a little bit for me, Steve. But I'm like, yeah, but would he do? So let me rephrase it. Would Kanye do something that would, like, does he want to be broke? Because if he's doing things that are not beneficial to his business, I mean, would he do that?
A narcissist would.
A narcissist
would. They would just crash out.
Look at the things that his godfather's doing. Look at the things that Orange Man was doing. A lot of those things would be to his own detriment.
I'm like his godfather.
I was about to say no, man, come on. He would not do, but I mean, really, he's getting richer and richer. He's getting richer and richer.
No, I don't know. So I heard something. I don't know if it's true. This whole deal, right? With that girl and her master, this whole deal, allegedly they were headed towards bankruptcy. And now you got Kanye going in, you know what I mean, considering buying it. Like, how did you even mixoplex that to have that conversation in order? Because I guarantee you, let's just say, and I'm just using this as a number. Let's say it's 100 people on that platform, right?
Yeah.
Out of 100 people, probably only 5 know who he is.
Right.
The
No
rest
way.
know who he
El
is.
Boogie. El Boogie.
No,
El Boogie.
I
That
don't
man
agree
is
with
El
that.
Boogie. That man is famous.
I know he's fit, but what I'm saying is, if he goes on that site, right, they're not there for his music. So if you're buying it, they're not there for your music. So what is the problem? I don't understand.
Black people don't buy Kanye's music.
No, because I could have swore they maybe not now, but
We might buy into the platforms that have his music available, but his music is, most of it is on a different platform anyway. Jay-Z's platform, but he does have a good deal still available on other platforms. But we buy into streaming services that have his music. And when's the last time you heard somebody say they was going to a Kanye concert or show or at all? You know, it's white people who buy. It's the other people that buy his products. They spending all that money on his Yeezy foams and shoes, and we do too. Do y'all have you seen these sneakerheads and all these guys who buy all of this stuff? This stuff that he sells, they the ones that's buying it like that. With the rare few.
Listen, when I was in Cabo, I saw many people with Yeezys on. They were black. And when he came out, when he came out to Atlanta for his album release party, and he did it, I think at the football stadium. It was packed and black people.
And they had stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, black people buy his clothes and apparel too, but more of them buy that stuff. More of them have that money to get his merch. They constantly are getting it, selling it.
But even before this, Nair, like before he entered into the fashion part of this, black people is the reason why he got to where he is.
Yeah.
First 2 albums, correct. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking. You had to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
So your start was from us.
I agree. I agree.
I literally bought CDs.
Yeah, me too.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm talking about that part, that transition, because from there is how you were able to keep going from us, because we loved you at one point.
He married into other. They gave him different things to think about. They gave him a different path.
Yeah, and he's become a multi-billionaire off of the thing that I believe other people support the most. He didn't become a billionaire off of his music catalog.
No.
None of them have done that yet. He became a billionaire off of his stake in his own brand, which is that Yeezy brand that sells ridiculously to we do too. We buy it too, but we'll get the stuff hot mostly or through some channel if we got the money to get it through the real sources. But there are other people, they go on auctions and they go to the sources and they camp out and all of that to get his merch and his gear.
Yeah.
When I think about him, I think about the image of a snake eating its own tail. And I think that it's going to be a matter of time, but he's going to consume himself.
Because he's two-faced.
You think he's going to crash?
I think he's going to.
Something's going to happen.
And I would not doubt if he had stake in this documentary that's coming. That's why he's jumping on that bandwagon. He probably helped produce it, or he probably gave her money toward it. And as far as the platform is concerned, why wouldn't he support something where he can be the most him that he could possibly be? Why not?
Yeah.
And he can be like his idols, Elon Musk. He can be like his idol. Didn't his godfather purchase a platform that failed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his whatever it's
he
called.
wants to be other.
True social.
Other makes him think that he is other.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he really identifies as Black anymore.
Yeah.
So he said he's a billionaire. He did mention something about I'm a billionaire. I'm not black. I'm a billionaire.
Oh,
He
wow.
mentioned something like that.
Wow. Where did he say that at?
Like, it was like a interview he had did. I came across it. And he said something about he's like, I'm not black. I'm a billionaire. I got money. I'm rich.
OJ said the same thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Snake eating its own tail. Snake eating its own tail.
There you go.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, find about the 91-year-old civil rights pioneer who was stabbed multiple times in the park. And then two of our favorite things, we're having a hard time finding them in our stores. Learn more about that when we come back. Right back.